How about this for progress? Referee Rebecca Welch makes history today as the first woman appointed to the role of fourth official for a Premier League game. She's from Washington, up in Tyne and Wear in the northeast of England. Sian Massey Ellis is assistant VAR today for the game between Fulham and Manchester United.
All right, guys, so in this episode of Why Free Speech is Dead, particularly in the West, especially in Europe, we got to talk about this story right here involving police arresting two teenagers at Birmingham after referee targeted by misogynistic chanting. So what happened here is that you have this referee by the name of Miss Rebecca Welch, who made history because she became the first woman referee of a championship match earlier this year. And you know that they're going to do whatever they can to protect this woman because she is strong and independent, right? And strong and independent women apparently need protection at all times from police, especially from mean words, right? That's just kind of how it goes, okay? It reminds me of what happened with Nikki Haley and Vivek Ramaswamy, in which Vivek rightfully criticized Nikki Haley as Dick Cheney in heels, and then you had the whole mainstream liberal media calling Vivek Ramaswamy sexist because strong, independent woman Nikki Haley needs protection, right? She needs protection at all times from criticism, right? We tend to see the same pattern over and over and over again when it comes to, again, these women that are supposed to be strong and independent. So I want to read about this because this is just another example of how free speech is dying in the West. Again, it's already dead in Europe, and this is coming to the United States, right? Coming to the United States. This is why I like covering some of these stories in Europe, okay? Especially when it comes to individual rights and freedoms because, again, essentially they don't have as many over there in Europe as we have here in the United States. But this is the direction that Democrats want to take us, right? If you keep voting Democrat, this is the direction that the country will go. It will get to the point where teenagers will be arrested simply for, I guess, making fun of a female referee, right? Which is extremely silly. So let's read about this. West Midlands police have confirmed that two arrests were made for misogynistic chanting at match referee Rebecca Welch during Birmingham City's game with Sheffield Wednesday. Yeah, so again, I'm not sure exactly what misogynistic chanting means, okay? I'm not sure what they were saying, right? Were they chanting, get back in the kitchen, right? What exactly were they chanting? I really want to know, okay? Because they had to have been chanting something super wild for police to arrest them, but who knows? Again, this is the UK. Again, this is the same country where I did a story where you had police raid an individual's home because an autistic, 16-year-old girl said that one of the police officers looks like a lesbian nana, right? Now, again, if you actually look at a picture of the woman, she actually did look like a stereotypical lesbian. But again, her hurt feelings apparently was probable cause for arrest, okay? And this is a direction that Europe is headed in, okay? Free speech is dying, okay, globally. Let's keep it 100. The match saw Wayne Rooney collected his first win as Birmingham manager after a 2-1 comeback victory against the Sky Bet Championship's bottom club at St. Andrews. It was overshadowed by news of two 17-year-olds being arrested for alleged chants towards Welch, who made history in January when she became the first woman to officiate a championship match after she took charge of Birmingham's clash with Preston. West Midlands police said in a statement, quote, "We have arrested two boys for misogynistic chanting at the female referee during Birmingham City's home game at St. Andrews today." Quote, "Our officers heard the chants being directed at the official and acted quickly to arrest the two, who are both 17. They are currently in custody on suspicion of public order offense as we carry out inquiries." Quote, "We do not tolerate any form of hate, and it is important hate crime is reported to us. Today is White Ribbon Day, which is the start of a 16-day long campaign. Quote, it focuses on everyone, especially men and boys, on what they can do to change behavior and culture that leads to abuse and violence against women and girls." Yeah, so not surprised by this because, again, this is the same country that was pearl clutching over Andrew Tate, right? I did a story where these people, okay, teachers in the UK were panicking over the fact that boys were being influenced by Andrew Tate. So they were trying to reprogram the teenage boys, okay, re-educate them on Andrew Tate because they were afraid that the boys would be misogynist, right? They would grow up to be sexist, okay? They would grow up to be like Andrew Tate. Again, it is amazing. It is absolutely amazing the direction that some of these countries are headed in the West when it comes to these issues, okay? You're not allowed to speak freely, and you're also not allowed to think freely. If you have the wrong thoughts, you may be re-educated, reprogrammed, and if you have the wrong speech, you could be arrested, okay? Which is exactly what happened in this story. Birmingham City had issued guidance to supporters ahead of the game in an effort to try to ensure the match went ahead without any unsavory off-field incident. A statement ahead of the Sheffield Wednesday fixture highlighted how Welch faced sexist and misogynistic chants during her previous match at St. Andrews against Preston. Unfortunately, when she last refereed at St. Andrews, the club received several reports of sexist and misogynistic abuse aimed at the official. Again, is that not free speech? Again, I don't necessarily condone it, right? I don't think that it's right for, you know, people to be yelling, you know, racist, sexist, or, you know, bigoted, you know, phrases at people. But again, that is like free speech. Like, that is textbook free speech. I'm not sure if you should be arrested. Now, maybe you should be publicly shamed. Maybe people should say, hey, this is wrong. You shouldn't do this. But to be arrested, right? Again, I think that's crazy. That's a little bit too far. Quote, this will not be tolerated, and any individual reported for such behavior will be asked to leave their seat by stewards. Furthermore, in accordance with the club's behavior matrix, foul and abusive language carries a potential ban of up to 4 matches, with discriminatory and hate speech being punishable with a maximum ban of 5 years. Quote, the club recognizes that the vast majority of Blue Noses behave in an exemplary manner. However, there's a small minority who let the rest down. Yeah, so, I mean, look, again, who determines what hate speech is, right? The government. So when you got the government determining what hate speech is, it's very easy to use that as a way to basically take out political opponents and arrest political opponents. I mean, this is, you know, kind of the direction that, you know, they're trying to take the country in right now in the United States, where they're trying to go after people who simply disagree with the left politically, right? But you already see in the UK, they are arresting people. Police are raiding houses, okay? They are violating people's fundamental rights and freedoms simply because they think the wrong way or they say the wrong thing. Again, in this case right here, you had 2 teenage boys who were doing what a lot of fans do at games, which is, you know, chant and say, you know, crazy things. I mean, that's a part of sports, okay? And they've been arrested for it because, oh, well, we want to protect the strong, independent female referee, right? But again, it blows my mind. It blows my mind how, you know, you have this movement to say, well, you know, women are strong and independent and they can do whatever a man can do, but yet when it comes to criticisms or some of the same things that men face, when they face those things, oh, no, we have to go out our way to make sure that we protect the woman, right? To make sure that she's not exposed to mean chants and mean things that, you know, hey, she might not like hearing, which is hilarious because I feel like in sports, male referees get, heckle all the time. Okay, a male referee, when they make a bad call, people booing them, people saying all types of crazy stuff to the referee. Nobody ever cares, right? Nobody ever says anything about it, let alone anybody being arrested for it, right? But when it comes to a female referee, though, oh, no, you got to make sure you're not saying sexist or bigoted things towards her, or else, you know, you need to be arrested, even if you're a teenager. Again, I'm not condoning what they said. Clearly what they said, allegedly, if they said, you know, sexist and misogynistic things, it's not necessarily right, but that is their freedom of speech, right? They do have that freedom of speech, and I don't think they should be arrested for that freedom of speech. The same way that I don't think that they should be arrested if they say mean things to a male referee. Same thing should apply to a female referee. It's free speech at the end of the day, as long as they're not threatening anybody, right? They're not, you know, out here, you know, saying things super crazy that could put somebody's life at risk, okay, or make somebody think their life is at risk, then it is what it is. It's just free speech. But again, free speech is dying in the West. It's basically dead in Europe and is on its way, his own life support in the United States. I mean, it's dead in Canada too. This is the society that we're living in, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.